Hello, everyone. I'm coming with you a heavy heart. I just come back home from burying my mother, a beautiful woman. And I want to talk about how me and my family was treated at the funeral, as we have been treated practically all our lives from my mother's family. Well, everything was going fine, and everybody was talking all nice to us. And then at the funeral, everybody was able to come up and say a few words. Well, I come up there first, and I had already prepared what I was going to read about my mom. So, and other people of the family got up and said a few words. And then my cousin, Eldor, she gets up there and she starts talking about my nieces and nephews and whoever else she's referring to. Tomorrow we should make sacrifices. Like, don't be getting tattoos and wearing Jordans and going out there doing what you want to do to go to some of the family reunions, because they have family reunions every other year. And then she started bringing up about, well, she ain't seen her cousin since she was this high. Mind you, we sitting there grieving our mother, grandmother, great grandmother. Why did we have to hear that? She would not have wanted me to go to her mom's funeral and start bringing up the fact that we haven't seen them since we was yay high, and they didn't have anything to do with us. They never came and visit us as adults. And what about when it went up there talking about how I came up there to live in Michigan? That had nothing to do with me. I tried calling her on the phone. She gave me her number. I tried to call her. She would never answer. It would always go, this person cannot accept phone calls at this time. Mind you, she's have money, nice cars, nice home. You know, she got lovely kids. They doing well. She had twins, girls. I have twin girls. She said my kids could join their basketball team, basketball camp. But when it was time for me to try to get a man, she wouldn't answer the phone. And just like I had another cousin up there that found out that worked not too far from where I was living, never got in touch with me, never tried to call me and say, hey, can we get together? I tried calling her at her job. She would never answer the phone. And I even went up there to try to catch her. They tell me, oh, she just left. I found out very strange that just out of nowhere, I come up there and she just left. Okay. And then I have this uncle that everybody just really despises right now for what he did. He actually came to me and told me that my sister is smoking crack just because she done lost a lot of weight. So I'm gonna look at her skin. She ain't even got no skin on her bones. I'm like, my sister ain't never smoked nothing but cigarettes. You don't know what you're talking about. But then at the funeral, he gets up there at the podium and started talking about my mother, bringing my mother down to the down and her family, telling my mother's business, talking about she had a baby when she was a teenager. That hit me like I didn't even know that. Tell me she had a baby when she was a teenager, and that baby died on the seed, and then started talking about how she could keep secrets. What was that for? Why in the world would you say this stuff? Why are y'all saying this stuff about my mother and about us? Bringing us down at this low point, bringing us even lower. He just made my case. Wow. Why I'm doing a video? Why? Please. I'm just. You know what? They just made the case why I don't go to none of their family reunions, and never will, because I see that they have not changed one bit. But I want to know. I want to let you know, because I just figured out why they put me and my mother down. Is it something wrong? I mean, I want to go this way. Oh. This is what I read, and this is what I said when I got up to make a comment. Our mom, Cora Bell Gayton Martin McGee, was perfect, as much perfect can be for a hard-working African woman living in America. She gave us what we wanted and needed. Our mom accomplished all she needed and wanted to make her life easier in this oppressed, depressed world we live in. She was not complicated, but complimented everything she did. She is beautiful, lovely, wholesome, a giant, fearless, only fearing the Lord in a humble way, wanting to live by the Lord's will and guidance. She is a part of us, and we are a part of her, and a part of a family that will look to her for strength and example. We shall miss her and cherish our memories of her for the rest of our lives. Never goodbye. See you later. Now remember that. That made them so outrageous, so mad when I said my mom was perfect. You see, they got up there and they tried to bring her all the way down in front of her family and friends and the congregation that loved her. They couldn't stand all these people saying all these nice things about her. Why did they even come? I don't even know why they even came to the funeral, because they did not comfort us. As far as I can see, they just came to just bring her down. And then I had my daughter get up and read this scripture. Now pay attention to this scripture, because this is exactly what she was talking about. This is one of my mother's scripture that I found that she had checked. And it's from Isaiah 54:17. And where it says, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn." And they still got up and formed these nasty words against my mother. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. Even after I read that scripture, they still got up and screwed that venom in that church. And these two call themselves holy, up there preaching, giving thanks to the church and giving thanks to God, and then turn around and spew this venom out their mouth. My Uncle Curtis called himself a deacon. But look how he brought my mother down, tried to tear my mama's name. And then and I had an Aunt Murders. She getting up there telling all my mother's business, how she used to give all these nicknames to men at school and all this stuff. You know, what was that for? Why? Y'all couldn't say anything else about my mother? But they better be, they should have took heed to this scripture. No weapon is formed, and no tongue that shall speak or rise against thee will be condemned. Whew. I mean, right now, that's what I'm saying. To this day, it still bothers me, because I'm sitting there grieving my mother, and he got up there and said something that almost blew me away. I didn't know my mother had a child when she was a teenager. Didn't nobody in church knew that. Why did they have to know that now? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Well, then after that, I read a poem by Maya Angelou, where it says, I have learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you've done, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And I said my mother made us feel loved, and she have made plenty of you out here feel loved too. Now you see why they got up there and said all them things they said? Because they could not, will not let my mother go to her special place without spewing venom. They just couldn't let it go. And they wonder why we don't have anything to do with them. I called my Uncle Curtis one time, trying to talk to him, thinking that I could finally have a relationship with one of my uncles. Because I have 12, I got uncles on both sides. 6 on my mother's side, 6 on my father's side. And not have one relationship, not one. I don't know anything about them. They don't know anything about me. And he would not talk to me. He would not return my call, but he talks to the rest of the cousins the rest of it, but not me. And then I had another aunt that was heard talking about us as the funeral was going on. She didn't know that I had a niece in back of her, that she was talking loud enough for her to hear her say, well, Val the only one that called every day, my sister. And then she gonna talk about my granddaughter. I don't know why she come to that funeral with her hair like that. My Aunt Edna. And she really, now if you wanted us to come to them family reunion, you wouldn't have said no mess like that, especially at that time. And you would have personally said that to us, not getting up there trying to make yourself look like you really something. Oh my goodness, I just can't believe that. Oh my God, because I think they were really thinking that I have no right to grieve. I have no right to cry because me and my mother had a strained relationship. They just don't understand. That's why I don't like them people. Oh, okay. I can't believe my aunt was up there talking to this other lady while the service was going on, talking about Val's the only one that called every day, which is a lie. Now, how can she know that? And it don't even matter how she know it. I don't care if I never talked to my mother but once a year. That still was my mother. She raised me. She had me. And you gonna tell me I don't have no right to grieve for her? This is how our funeral went because of my family. I really wish they had never came. Because I had an uncle. I had three uncles there that didn't say two words to me. I had a few aunts. Well, one aunt and cousin that really, well, I did talk to him, but I had my aunt Mary. She really didn't have a two. I don't think she said two words. I think she said hi, and that was it. Not one of them, but my aunt Shirley hugged me and said I'm sorry. The rest of them, nothing but pure venom. And I hope I never have to go out. You know what? I hope I never have to see these people again. Well, with that, I just want to share this lovely lady. That's my mom. I'm going to miss her for the rest of my life. Oh, thank you.